Okay. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्. So this is our shloka for today. Malanirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine. So the bodily impurities can be washed off with bathing with water every day, dine dine. Okay, pumsam means of the people, of men. Malanirmochanam. So the impurities of the body can be washed off of men. Impurities of the body of men can be washed off every day by bathing with water. Sakrit Geetambhasi Snanam Samsara Malanashanam. And then Samsara Malanashanam. So the impurities of the way of life. Samsara means the way we lead our life, right? the impurities in our way of life. Means what will be the impurities in our way of life? Whatever bad karmas that we do can be washed off by Geetha, Geetambhasi, by Geetha Patanam, we can say. Sakrit means at once. So by practicing Geetha every day, by doing abhyasam of Geetha every day, we can wash off our impurities of the mind or of the soul, okay, of our life, whatever we do in our life. That is the meaning of that shloka. Okay, so moving on to our lesson. Last week, we completed the Atmanepadi Kriyapadani, right? So we learned that there are two types of Kriyapadani or two types of dhatus, and we can say three types of dhatus. So one is Parasmaipadi dhatu, the second one is Atmanepadi dhatu, and the third will be both Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi. So when a dhatu can take Parasmaipadi form as well as Atmanepadi form, then we say that that dhatu is in Ubhayapadi. Parasmaipadi, we can recognize a dhatu if it is in Parasmaipadi or Atmanepadi by looking at the Prathama Purusha Ekavachana form. If it ends in ti, then we say that it is in Parasmaipadi form. It is a Parasmaipadi dhatu. If it ends in te, which ends in te? The Prathama Purusha Ekavachana in the Lat Lakara, in Vartamana Kala, not the Prathama Purusha Ekavachana of any form, of the Vartamana Kala. If it ends in ti, then it is a Parasmaipadi dhatu. If it ends in te, then it is Atmanepadi dhatu. And if it takes both forms, means it can end in ti or te, like karoti, kurute. Then that dhatu is called Ubhayapadi. And then we studied, even before learning the three types of dhatus, we studied the Parasmaipadi forms. Pathati, gacchati, agacchati, nayati, nrityati, pibati, khadati, likhati, pathati. All these forms we have learned. We have also learned the Atmanepadi forms. The past 2 weeks, we have been studying the Atmanepadi forms. So we have completed the exercise of Atmanepadi form. Before moving on to the next one, let us look at the Sankshepa Geetha, which we did not do last week. Since we were in the middle of Atmanepadi form, I thought we'll complete Atmanepadi form's lesson. So let us come back to page number 44, Sankshepa Geetha, lesson 14. Okay. So let us look at the shlokas that are given here. We have 12 shlokas. Let us look at each of these shlokas and the meaning. And some of the forms of the words here will be totally new to you. So don't be worried about that if you are unable to understand the form, because it is Sankshepa Geetha. It is written with all aspects of grammar in it. It will have the Kriya Padams can have Upasarga, we will find different forms of Kriya Padams in different lakaras. We covered only one lakara. We covered only Lat Lakara. But here we can come across other lakaras also, which we haven't yet studied. So don't worry if you are not able to understand some of the words here, the forms of some of the words. Because this is not written keeping in point of view how much of Vyakarana we have covered so far. So, but try to recognize the Lat Lakara Kriya Padani. The Lat Lakara Kriya Padani, try to recognize as we are going through the shlokas. Let us try to identify the Lat Lakara. Whatever forms, whatever words we have already learned, let us try to recognize those. Some new forms will be there. I will explain the meaning of all the words, but if you are unable to recognize them, that is fine too for now. Okay, this is just an exposure to you all. And sandhis will be there, samasa padams will be there, which is fine. Since we haven't learned them all, it is fine if you are not able to understand all of them. So the first shloka is Athadau Dhritarashtrastu Sanjayam Pariprichati Kurukshetre Samayataha Kima Kurvatamat Priyaha So, atha adau dhritarashtrastu dhritarashtraha tu sanjayam paripruchhati. Kurukshetre samayataha kimakurvata kim akurvata. That is the split there. Mat priyaha. Okay. So, atha. Then, adau. To start with, in the beginning, dhritarashtraha tu sanjayam paripruchhati. Okay. So, dhritarashtraha sanjayam pruchhati. That is the simplest form. Okay. This you can understand. Like guruhu chatram pruchhati. If I say that sentence, you can understand. The guru asked the student. So here also dhritarashtraha sanjayam pruchhati. So dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya. But we have a few extra things here. Dhritarashtraha tu sanjayam paripruchhati. So there is pari before pruchhati. Pruchhati means to ask. Pari is an upasarga, which when added to pruchhati, it means like asked again and again. In that sense, paripruchhati means. Okay. And then dhritarashtraha tu. Tu is just an avyayam, it is called. Avyayam means words that do not change with the vachana, linga, or vibhakti. Okay. So such words are called avyayams. They are used here and there. Sometimes there will be a purpose, there will be a meaning for those words which can affect the meaning of the shloka. Sometimes there will not be any significant meaning that is being contributed by such words in the shloka. So then why are those words in the shloka? Maybe to fill the gaps, to meet the chandas requirements. For that reason, they can be used. Okay. So here also, tu does not have any significant contribution towards the meaning of the shloka. So the shloka means the first line, atha means then, adau at the beginning, dhritarashtraha sanjayam paripruchhati. Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya. What did he ask? Kurukshetre samayataha kim akurvata mat priyaha. Okay. Kurukshetre. In the Kurukshetra war, in that Kshetra, samayataha, those who have gathered, samayataha, means all those who have gathered, kim akurvata, what are they doing? Okay, mat priyaha, my successors, okay, my successors, produced from me, mat means from me. It is the Panchami Vibhakti form of Asmad Shabda. Okay, we haven't learned Panchami, so don't worry about it right now. But Mat Priyaha, those who are produced from me, or those who, my successors, basically. Okay. And then the next shloka. Avadit Sanjayastvevam Dronam Duryodhanastada Upasangacchate Brute Nibodhayati Samsthitan. I'm not very good at the tune and all that. So please don't follow that if you are trying to also read the same. Okay, so here let us look at the Padavibhaga. Avadit. Okay, Avadit Sanjayaha tu evam Dronam Duryodhanaha tada. Avadit. This is a totally new lakara. Okay, it is called Lun Lakara, which we won't study even in this level. We won't even study, not only this level, even in the next level, we won't be studying. It is another kind of Bhutakala. Okay, Bhutakala is past tense, right? Which we haven't yet studied. But whichever Bhutakala we will be studying in this level is different from this Lakara. Okay, this Lakara is used usually in the remote past, I can say. Okay, like Paroksha Bhuta. Okay, Paroksha Bhuta is the time when we did not even exist when that was happening. In that sense, it is used. So Avadit. Okay, Sanjayaha. So Sanjayaha said. So this is the Lun Lakara of Vadati. Vadati you all know, right? Vadati means to speak. Avadit means spoke. Okay. Sanjayaha avadadit. what did he say? So, avadit Sanjayah tu evam, like this. Okay. Dronam Duryodhanaha tada. So, what did Duryodhanaha tada Dronam? He spoke, avadit. Okay. So, Sanjaya is telling. So, then Duryodhana spoke to Drona. Now, Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya, so what is happening there? What are my successors doing? Okay, so Duryodhana is asking Drona in this way, evam. Okay, upasangacchate brute nibodhayati samsthitan. Upasangacchate. Gacchati, you all know, means to go. Now we have a few upasargas here, a couple of upasargas, upa and sam. Upa sam gacchati. Okay, by adding, because of adding these two upasargas, gacchati, which is normally a parasmaipadi dhatu, has become an atmanepadi dhatu, and so it took upasangacchate. It took the te form. Okay, it can happen. It can happen sometimes when a parasmaipadi dhatu, when it gets some upasargas, not for all upasargas. Again, there are rules behind it. Only for some upasargas, when it gets, then the parasmaipadi dhatu will take atmanepadi form. The opposite can also happen. An atmanepadi dhatu can become parasmaipadi when we add certain upasargas, but not for all upasargas. Now, gacchati does not become gacchate for all the upasargas. Now, agacchati is there. We are adding the upasarga a for gacchati, but it still remained parasmaipadi. So it does not happen with all upasargas, but with some upasargas, a parasmaipadi dhatu can take the form of atmanepadi dhatu. Similarly, an atmanepadi dhatu with some upasargas can become a parasmaipadi dhatu. So upasangacchate means, and accordingly the meanings also will vary a little bit. Sometimes they vary, sometimes they don't change with the addition of upasargas. Here upasangacchate means approaching. Okay, so Duryodhana approaching his guru Drona, brute means spoke, nibodhayati, and then what did he speak about? Samsthitan nibodhayati. He was telling about, or he was explaining about those who are standing there. Okay, samsthitan, those who are standing there. About them he was telling. See, look, in their side, these are the people that are there. Okay, and there are so many shlokas explaining how who all are there on the Pandavas side. And then he will say, even on our side, we have all these people. And then he will list out all the warriors that are on Kaurava's side. All that is not given because this is Sankshepa Gita. But this line says that Duryodhana approached his guru and then he told his guru, explained who all are standing in both these armies. Tatho rathasthitah Krishnaha panchajanyam dhamatyaho paschat sarvepi yodharaha shankhan sviyan dhamanti cha. So this is the next shloka. Tataha rathasthitah Krishnaha panchajanyam dhamati aho. Okay, dhamatyaho. When you split, it will become dhamati aho. So tataha. Then, after that, rathasthitah Krishnaha. So Krishna, who is standing in the, or who is there in the ratha, panchajanyam dhamati aho. Okay, panchajanyam is the name of Krishna's shankha. So dhamati means to blow. So he blew his conch, which is called panchajanya. Aho. Aho means it's more like sambodhana. Okay. And then paschat, after that, sarvepi, everybody else. Yodharaha. Who are all those everybody? The Yodharas. Shankhan Sviyan Dhamanti Cha. Sviyan Shankhan. Always remember in shlokas, the order of the words will not be in prose order. They will always be mixed up, right? So here the Anvayam will be Paschat Sarvepi Yodharaha Sviyan Shankhan Dhamanti Cha. Okay, means After Krishna blew his Panchajanyam, then other Yodharas, means the other warriors, have blown their Shankhas also. Swiyan Shankhan Dhamanti cha. Okay, that is the third shloka. Dhanurudyachate partah sopi Krishnam braviti vai senayorubhayor madhye sthapayeti ratham mama. Okay, Dhanuhu udyachate Parthaha. So Parthaha is Arjuna. What did he do? Dhanuhu udyachate. Means he raised his Dhanuhu. Saha api Krishnam braviti vai. And as he is raising his bow, he told Krishna. What did he tell Krishna? Senayor ubhayor madhye sthapayeti ratham mama. Mama ratham sthapaya. Putra senayor ubhayor madhye. You take my chariot and put it where in the middle of both the armies. That is what he told. So that is the fourth shloka. Sthapite syandane tishtan asau sarvan nirikshate drishtva bandhun gurun chanyan bhrisham sidati khidyate. Sthapite syandane tishtan. So standing in the chariot which has been stopped between the two armies, Asau means Asau is another form like Saha. You all know Saha, right? Asau also is like Saha. It is synonymous to Saha, but it is a different Shabda. Okay. It is a Sakaranta Pumlinga Shabda. And in Prathama Purusha, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, it is Asau, like Saha. Asau means Saha, means Arjuna. Here Saha means Arjuna. Sarvan Nirikshate. He looked at everybody. Okay. Now he asked Krishna to bring the chariot in between the two armies. Krishna brought the chariot and he stopped there. Standing in the chariot that is between the two armies, he looked at everybody. Drishtva bandhun gurun cha anyan. After seeing his bandhus and gurus and others, anyan, bhrisham sidati khidyate. Bhrisham means very much. Sidati means becoming weak. All of a sudden, looking at all his relatives and gurus and others, like cousins and other relatives on the other side, suddenly he became so weak. Sidati, khidyate, and sad. So that is the fifth shloka. To the sixth shloka, Sramsate hastataschapo vepathurjayate tano mano bhramati tena saurathe naivavatishtate. Sramsate. Sramsate means slipped. What slipped? Hastataha chapaha. From his hand, hastataha chapaha. Chapaha is bow. Sramsate, slipped, jaripoyindi. Vepatuhu. Vepatuhu jayate tanau. Tanuhu means sharira. Tanau, in his body. What happened? Vepatuhu. Vepatuhu means shivering. Jayate. So in his body, he got this shivering. Okay? And the bow slipped from his hands. Mano bhramati tenasau rathe naivavatishtate. Manaha bhramati. Here there is a visarga sandhi. If you split it, it will be manaha bhramati. So his manaha is wandering everywhere. It is so confused and it is wandering everywhere. Tena asau rathe na eva avatishtate. Avatishtate means he remained like that. Okay. He remained standing like that, means like he didn't know what to do, like he was in a shock kind of thing. So manaha bhramati. So his mind wandered in so many ways. Now what am I doing? Why am I fighting my own relatives? Why am I doing this? For what? Is this all for kingdom? Like this, the manaha is going wandering here and there with all kinds of thoughts. Tena, and because of that, Asau, asau, I told you earlier, asau means saha. Saha rathe na eva avatishtate. So in the ratha itself, he simply remained standing like that, okay, without doing anything. So that is the 6th shloka. And then moving on to the 7th, visrijatyatmanaschapam tatraivopavishatyayam punaschavekshate sarvan tena khedo bhavardhate. Khedo bhivardhate. Okay, so visrijat. Okay, visrijat. Actually, this is visrijati atmanaha chapam. Visrijati means he gave up, like he threw, like tyajinchadam. Okay, visrijati atmanaha chapam. His chapam means his dhanuhu, his bow. He left, or he disowned his bow. Tatra eva upavishati ayam. And there itself he like collapsed into the chariot, means he sat. Okay, tatra eva upavishati ayam. Ayam means like saha only again. Okay, like eshaha actually means he only, it means he in English, but saha is when the person is at a distance. Eshaha is when the person is in close proximity. Ayam is synonymous to eshaha. Okay, and asau is synonymous to saha. So ayam. So he sat after leaving his bow, he simply sat down. Punaha cha avekshate sarvan tena khedaha abhivardhate. Punaha cha. Again, what he did after sitting, punaha cha avekshate. He again looked at everybody who is there, sarvan. Tena, and by looking at everybody, what happened? Tena, by looking at everybody, khedaha abhivardhate. Khedaha means sadness. Abhivardhate, again grew. It grew even more. Whatever sadness he is already experiencing, it grew even more after looking at them once more. That is the 7th shloka. 8th shloka. Paschat prabhashate krishnam rajyam bhogam sukhani cha nakangshe nacha va bhunje naiva hanmiti bandhavan. So paschat, after that, after looking at everybody and after feeling very sad, prabhashate. Bhashate means speaking, like vadati in Parasmaipadi. Bhashate is Atmanepadi Kriyapadam. Prabhashate. Pra is an upasarga. The meaning is only enhanced. There is no change in meaning. So then after that he spoke. To whom? Krishna. To Krishna he spoke. What did he speak? Rajyam bhogam sukhani cha na kangshe. I am not desiring the rajyam or bhogam or sukhani. Nachava bhunje. Not only am I not desiring these, but I also don't want to rule. Bhunje means it has two meanings. One is to eat, one is to rule. Here, based on the context, we have to take it as ruling. Okay, I don't want to rule. Na eva hanmiti bandhavan. So hanmiti, hanmi iti. So hanmi means it is Uttama Purusha form of Hanti, and Hanti means to kill. Okay, it's Han Dhatu, to kill. So he says, I'm not desiring the Rajyam or the
not able to hear. Not able to hear.
You're not able to hear? How? Okay. Is it better now?
No better.
Okay. I think the signal is a little weak here, and let me change my location. I'll just go to closer to the Wi-Fi. This will be better. Is it better now?
Yes.
ఇప్పుడు బాగుంది.
Okay.
Very low volume, ma'am.
Let
Can't
me
hear you.
also- Now is it better, my volume?
No,
ఓకే
not at all.
బాగుందండి,
Okay.
బాగుంది.
నాకు
Okay.
వాల్యూమ్ అస్సలు రావట్లేదండి.
Who is that?
అయితే
Maybe I'll use some speakers and
మాకు వినపడుతుంది.
Okay. Okay.
no, I can't hear you.
Who is that who is unable to hear me?
Sumitra, ma'am.
Okay. Is it clear now?
No, I'm trying to get my headphones. I'll try
Okay.
to put the headphones and see.
Okay. Everybody else is able to hear well?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So where were we? We are in the 8th shloka. So Arjuna is telling Krishna, I am not desiring rajyam bhogam sukhani cha na kankshe na cha va bhunje, nor am I desiring to rule. Na eva hanmi iti bandhavan, not by killing all my relatives. I don't want to rule this kingdom by killing my relatives. Bhunje means, bhunje has two meanings. One is the ruling and the other one is to eating. Bhojana. Okay. Bhunkte is the actual kriya padam. It has two meanings. Bhuj dhatu. One is to rule and the other one is to eat. Here, based on the context, we have to take the ruling. So I don't want to rule the kingdom, which I get by killing my relatives. That is the 8th shloka. The 9th shloka, Krishnaha samskrunute sarvam punaschopadishatyamum jnanam bhaktim tatha yogam sankyam karma tatha akhilam. So Krishnaha samskrunute sarvam. He listened to what all Arjuna had to say. Punaha cha upadishati amum. Okay. And then after listening to everything that Arjuna has to say, then he again spoke. Amum. Amum is like the dvitiya vibhakti form of asau. Like saha becomes tam. Means saha is he. But he is Krishna. To him I spoke. So him is the dvitiya vibhakti form of saha. Like that, amum will be the dvitiya vibhakti form of asav. Okay, to him. Upadishati. Krishnaha amum upadishati. So Krishna preached amum. Amum here is Arjuna. Okay, him. After listening to everything that he had to say. Jnanam bhaktim tatha yogam sankyam karma tatha akhilam. Now all these are the various phases, right? The jnana, what do we say that? Jnana yoga we say.
Yes.
Jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, and then sankyam yogam, karma yoga, all these are there. No, he explains all these to Arjuna, right? Tatha akhilam. Like this, everything he explains to Arjuna. That is the 9th shloka. And then prajahati arjunaha klaibyam punaschayam na shochati pranashyati hi sammohaha tenasau vindate smritim. Prajahati arjunaha. Prajahati. So jahati means to leave, to abandon. Pra is a prefix. It doesn't change the meaning. It only will enhance. Arjunaha. Arjunaha prajahati. Arjuna leaves. What does he leave? Klaibyam. Klaibyam is that covered eyes. Like he became a little cowardly. Not exactly cowardly. He didn't want to fight, right? That for whatever reason he did not want to fight. This Klybium is not because of lack of courage or anything. It is in one way lack of courage, but that lack of courage is not because he is afraid of death, it is because he didn't want to fight his relatives and gurus and brothers and cousins.
Hesitation.
No,
Hesitation.
Clybium is covered eyes only, but the covered eyes is because of, not because he is afraid of death. Many times, why do people become cowardly? Because they don't have that courage to face whatever it is. But here, for Arjuna, this cowardice is not because of afraid of death, not because he's afraid of death. It is because he's sad that he did not want to fight his family, right? So Clybium. So he left that Clybium. He left that cowardly feeling. Punahacha ayam na shochati. Shochati means to feel sad. Punahacha ayam na shochati. Ayam. Again, we got the same word in the previous shloka also. Ayam means like eshaha, means he. So he punaha na shochati. He did not feel sad also. Earlier he was sad. I have to fight my gurus for what? I have to fight my uncles and fathers and forefathers and all these people. Why? For a kingdom, for my happiness. So he was sad at the situation he ended up in. Why am I here fighting all these people for this kingdom, for this? So he was fixated in that idea, and so he was sad. Now, after listening to Krishna's Upadesha, he understood that he is not doing this just for the kingdom. There is much more bigger than that. There is a much more bigger purpose. So he did not feel sad about his situation that he had to fight. This is only his duty. It is not his intention. It is only his dharmam to do what he's supposed to do. Okay. So pranashyati hi sammohaha tena asau vindate smritim. Pranashyati hi. Pranashyati means is destroyed. What is destroyed? Sammohaha. His illusion. Tena asau vindate smritim. And by that destruction of illusion, what happened? Asau, he, vindate, obtained. Smritim means remembering. Smriti is to remember. What did he remember? His duties, right? So in between, he got caught in this illusion. Now he came out of it, and now he again remembers what his duties are. So that is the 10th shloka. And coming to the 11th shloka, Brute cha madhavam partah karishye vachanam tava tato yuddhaya sannaham kurvan uttishtati swayam. Brute cha madhavam partah karishye vachanam tava. So partah brute means Arjuna said. What did he say? Karishye vachanam tava. Tava vachanam aham karishye. I will do whatever you say. Okay, Madhavam. To whom did he say this? Parthaha kam brute, Madhavam brute. Whom did he tell? He told Madhavaha. What did he tell? Tava vachanam karishye. I will do what you say. Tataha yuddhaya sannaham kurvan uttishtati swayam. Now earlier he sat down, becoming weak. His whole body became weak and he kind of collapsed into the chariot, right? Now tataha, then yuddhaya sannaham kurvan, getting ready to fight. Uttishtati swayam, he himself stood up. That is the 11th shloka. Coming to the 12th shloka, yaha adhite aharnisham bhaktya dharmyam samvadam uttamam saha punya karmanam lokan avapnoti na samshayaha. So this is for people who read Sankshepa Gita. Yaha adhite aharnisham. He who recites or studies aharnisham means always, day and night. Bhaktya, with bhakti. Dharmyam, samvadam uttamam. So this samvada between Arjuna and Krishna. Uttamam samvadam. Okay. Saha punya karmanam lokan. avapnoti, apnoti, avapnoti, prapnoti, all means obtain. Okay. Na samshayah, there is no doubt in it. That person who he recites this Sankshepa Gita will obtain. What will he obtain? Punya karmanam lokan. Punya lokas. He will obtain punya lokas. Okay. That is the meaning of that shloka. So atra kriya padanam latlakara rupani adhikataya prayuktani santi. So in this Sankshepa Gita, there are so many latlakara kriya padani is what he's saying. So have you all observed if there are any latlakara kriya padani? Can you identify them? In the first shloka, what are the kriya padani?
Paripruchati.
Paripruchati is in latlakara. Uttamam. Then in the second shloka,
Upasangagacchate.
upasangacchate. Uttamam. Then there are still more kriya padani in the second shloka.
Bodhayati.
Brute.
Brute is there. Uttamam. Then Nibodhayati.
Nibodhayati.
Nibodhayati is also a latlakara. Parasmaipadi kriyapadam. Upasangacchate and Brute are Atmanepadi kriyapadani. Okay. And then in the third shloka, what do you see? The kriyapadani?
Dhamanti.
Dhamanti is there. In Bahuvachana it is there. Dhamati is Ekavachana. Dhamanti is Bahuvachana. Then there is one in the above, in the first line, Dhamati Aho. It is in Sandhi. So it is Dhamati Aho. But when you split, it will become Dhamati Aho. Okay? So Dhamati. There it is in Ekavachana. Dhamanti. In the second line, it is in Bahuvachana. In the fourth shloka,
Braviti.
Dhanur
there.
Dhanur.
Gachiti. Dhanuhu gachiti.
Udyachate. One second. Udyachate. Dhanuhu udyachate. Udyachate is the kriyapadam. Dhanuhu, only because of Sandhi, joined with this. Okay. Udyachate is there. Braviti is there in the first line. In the second line,
Syapayeti.
actually, Sthapayeti is Sthapaya. Iti Ratham Mama. So, Sthapaya is the actual kriyapadam. In Sandhi, Sthapaya iti. In Sandhi, it became Sthapayeti. Okay, Sthapayeti is not a kriyapadam by like the Sthapayeti. That complete word is not the kriyapadam. Sthapaya iti. In Sandhi, Gunasandhi happens Sthapayeti. So Sthapaya is in Lot Lakara. That is a different Lakara. It is a kriyapadam, but it is in a different Lakara. Okay, we'll learn that. Actually, the next lesson is Lot Lakara only. We'll learn that there. Okay, in the fifth shloka, what kriya padani?
Stapite. Stapite.
Sthapite. Stapite
Nirikshate.
syantane
Nirikshate.
Nirikshate.
Nirikshate. Nirikshate is Atmanepadi kriya padam. Anyone who have
Khidyate.
Kidyate.
Siddhati.
Hidyate. Hidyate is there. Sidati is there. Very good. Very good. Now, I have one question for those who have done your Pravesha, Parichaya, Shiksha, Kovida. There are some of you who have done other levels, right? Of Samskritha Bharathi. Sthapite. What form of Kriyapadam is that? Sthapite. Is it a Kriyapadam in the first place? And if it is a Kriyapadam, what form do you think it is? Anyone? Let me see. Devesh and Mahesh, you have written your Pravesha, right?
Karmani Prayog.
So, for Devesh and Mahesh, it will be difficult because you have given only Pravesha. Who else is there? Jayprad Garu?
Yeah, even I have completed, ma'am. When I have completed.
Who is that? Sirisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, can you tell me what form is this Sthapite?
Stapite Karmini Prayog. Karmini Prayog.
Karmani Prayoga is what Shyamala Bhagini is saying, right? Is that Shyamala Bhagini who said that?
Karmani Prayog.
Who is saying that Karmani Prayoga Shyamala Bhagini, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that correct, Sirisha Bhagini? Is it Karmani Prayoga?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's not
Anyone else?
Karmani Prayoga.
I think it is in order form. Order.
It is in order.
Request. Request is directing Krishna to stop it.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
that
So
will be
you are
Stapayatu.
saying like it is in
That will
Lok
be
Lakara,
Stapayatu.
order or request. Okay, that is what Vishwanath Mahodaya says. Any other thoughts?
Tishtan.
Staha.
Tishtan. Kritanta.
Okay, Tishtan, you put it aside. We are discussing about Sthapite. Sthapite Syandane. What is Sthapite?
Atmanepadi.
Atmanepadi. Okay. Any other thoughts? Rajendran Mahodaya, do you have any thoughts on this?
It's not Karmani Prayoga.
Okay, so let us see. Let us see. Okay, 1 second. Let us see. Those who have at least completed Parichaya, okay, who have completed up until Parichaya, okay, you don't even have to do Shiksha or Kovida, okay. Only those who have completed Pravesha and Parichaya. Pay attention. I will explain this line once again. Then you try to tell me what form this is in. Okay. Sthapite Syandane.
Apologies.
Yes.
No, I just joined. I'm sorry. Can I just get the page number, please? Sorry.
44 page number. We are doing the Sankshepa Geetha. Yeah. We have actually completed all the discussing the meanings of the shlokas. But we are going over the shlokas to identify the Kriya Padani which are in Latlakara. We are in the fifth shloka. Yeah. So, Sthapite Syandane Tishtan. Okay. Asau means Saha Sarvan Nirikshate. Standing in the chariot that has been stopped. Sthapite Syandane.
Karmani Prayog Latlakara.
No. 1 second, please. 1 second. This is not Karmani Prayoga. What is Syandane? What does Syandane mean?
Chariot.
Which vibhakti is Syandane in?
Syandane means seventh.
Saptami
vibhakti, right? So
it is
Syandane.
Continuous, no? It is continuous tense.
No.
Doing it, he is doing.
No. Wait. Just 1 second. I have given you all your turn. I gave you your chance to talk. Now let me talk. Okay. So, Syandane Tishtan Saha Sarvan Nirikshate. Standing in the chariot. This Tishtan is present continuous, not Syandane or not Sthapite. Tishtan is the present continuous form. Standing in the chariot, he looked at everybody. Okay. Saha Sarvan Nirikshate. Asau Sarvan Nirikshate. Okay. He is looking at everybody. Standing in the chariot. Syandane Tishtan. Okay. Sthapite. Sthapite is the adjective of Syandane. Sthapite is also in Saptami Vibhakti. Sthapitaha. Sthapitaha, Sthapita, Sthapitam. Okay. Now this Sthapitaha is taken in Saptami Vibhakti. Why? Because it is describing the chariot. How is it describing? The chariot that is standing.
Okay.
In that chariot, Syandane. Okay. Tishtan. Standing in that chariot, which is also standing or which is also kept. Okay. Sthapite means kept also we can consider. So it is kept in between the two armies. So that chariot, Sthapite Syandane, Tishtan, standing in that chariot, which is kept in between the two armies. Saha Sarvan Nirikshate. Here Saha refers to Arjuna. Arjuna Sarvan Nirikshate. Okay. So, Parichaya. All you needed was only the knowledge of Parichaya level. Visheshana Visheshya Bhava.
Visheshanam, that is.
Yeah. Yes. Sthapite is the Visheshana of Syandane. Okay, because the Syandane, the Visheshya is in Saptami Vibhakti. Visheshanam also will be in Saptami because we know that the Visheshana follows the Visheshya in Vachana, Linga and Vibhakti. Okay? Okay. Tishtan is Kshetra Pratyayanta. We were discussing about Sthapite, not Tishtan. Okay. Okay. Some of you said it was Karmani Prayoga. It is not Karmani Prayoga. In Karmani Prayoga, one clue is you will get the Yakara right before the Te. Okay, there is no Yakara in this Kriya Padani. So Karmani Prayoga always has Yakara, which is not there here. So in that way, you can identify it is not.
Then it will. Sthapayate means it is Karmani Prayoga. Sthapayate.
Sthapyate.
Sthapyate.
Okay, like that. So
Syandane
is Ratham in the chariot.
Okay.
Okay. So that is, so you have identified all the other Kriya Padams there. Now in the 6th shloka, what are the Kriya Padams? In the first line. First, let us do the first line. Sramsate. Sramsate. Jayate. Okay, there are two Kriya Padams in the first line. One is Sramsate, the other one is Jayate. Both are Atmanepadi Kriya Padani. In the second line, what do we have? Bhramati is there. Avatishtate. Na eva avatishtate. Na eva avatishtate. So only avatishtate is the Kriya Padam. So Bhramati and avatishtate. Okay. In the 7th shloka, what are the Kriya Padams that we have?
Visrujati.
The very first word, which is in Sandhi, Visrijati Atmanaha Chapam. That is the Padavibhaga there. So Visrijati means to give up, to abandon, to just put it away. Okay. And then
Upavishati, first line only.
Upavishati. Tatra eva upavishati ayam. That is the Padavibhaga of the second word. Tatra eva upavishati ayam. That will become in Sandhi Tatraivopavishati Okay, so Upavishati is there. And in the first word, Visrijati is there. Two Kriya Padams are there. And then in the second line, Punaha cha Avekshate. And then Abhivardhate. The last word, this is in Purva Rupa Sandhi. Whenever you see that special symbol like S, you can identify it is Purva Rupa Sandhi, and there will be there when we split the Sandhi. So Abhivardhate, that is the Kriya Padam. Avekshate and Abhivardhate. Okay. Then in the 8th shloka, what are the Kriya Padani? Prabhashate is there. And then the second line? Kankshe. It is in Uttama Purusha. That is why Kankshe is there. If it were in Prathama Purusha, Kankshate, it would become. But since it is in Uttama Purusha, Kankshe. Bhunje. Hanmi. Hanmi plus iti, Hanmiti. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi happened there. If we split that, Hanmi. Okay. So 3 Kriya Padams are there in the second line. Kankshe, Bhunje, Hanmi. And all 3 are in Uttama Purusha. Hanmi is to kill. To kill. The Prathama Purusha Ekavachana form is Hanti. In Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam, it becomes Hanmi. I will not kill. Na eva Hanmi iti bandhavan. I am not going to kill the relatives. Okay. So Kankshe, Bhunje, Hanmi. All 3 are in Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. In the 9th shloka, what are the Kriya Padani that you see in the 9th shloka?
samskrute,
samskrunute. Uttamam. Then
Upadishati.
upadishati. Punaha cha upadishati amum. That is the padavibhaga of that word. Punaha cha upadishati amum. Upadishati is the kriyapadams. Samskrunute. 2 kriyapadams are there. In the second line,
Nothing.
there is no kriyapadam in the second line. Okay. Then in the 10th shloka,
sochati,
Prajahati.
prajahati. In the very first word, prajahati arjunaha. If we split, prajahati arjunaha. So prajahati. And then shochati. At the end of the line, we have shochati. 2 kriyapadams. In the second line, pranashyati. Pranashyati. Vindate. Pranashyati and vindate. Pranashyati is to destroy, vindate is to obtain. And then in the 11th shloka,
Smurati.
Vindate ante ఏంటండి? Vindate.
vindate ante to obtain. Obtain. Vindate smritim means he got back he realized his duties. He remembered his duties, like that. In that sense, we can say. After the illusion has been destroyed by Krishna's Upadesha, he regained his senses back, realized his duties. Now he understands that fighting this war is only his duty, and he is not killing anybody. That is not his thing to do. It is already determined. He is only a nimitta matra. He understands all this. So the illusion is gone, the kheda is gone, everything is gone, and he retains his duties, recollects his duties. Okay. Then in the 11th shloka, what are the kriyapadani?
Rute.
Rute. Then
Karishye.
karishye. Karishye is in bhavishyat kalam actually. Okay. But that is fine. Here we are looking for lat lakara, but it is fine. Karishye is in bhavishyat kala. It is not in vartamana kala. Then kurvan uttishtati. Now kurvan is not a lat lakara. It is shatranta form. So put it aside for now. Uttishtati. Uttishtati is in lat lakara, vartamana kala. Okay. Then in the 12th shloka, yaha adhite aharnisham. Adhite, atmanepadi form. Avapnoti. In the second line, we have avapnoti. That is the kriyapadam in the second line. Okay, avapnoti means obtain or attain. Prapnoti. Okay. So that is about Sankshepa Geeta. Now, let us move on to the 50th page, 16th lesson. Okay. We completed this 15th lesson, right? 14th I didn't do last week because I didn't want to stop Atmanepadi in the middle. So 14th we have completed. Let us come back to the 16th lesson. Uttishta yashaha labhasva. So here, lot lakara. I told you earlier we will be doing lot lakara very soon. So we came to lot lakara. Now what is lot lakara? I have explained earlier that all the tenses are divided into 10 lakaras in Samskritam. We have done lat lakara, which is vartamana kala, means present tense. Okay. Simple present tense we can say. Now lot lakara is agnya or prarthana. So command or order, command or request. Okay. And how do you determine if it is a command or a request? By the tone of your voice. Like, can you please give me your book? Give me your book. Okay, like in the tone you can show the difference, whether it is a command or a request. Of course, you can always add some additional words like kripaya and all those also, but then the tone will definitely matter. Sometimes even if we use kripaya, if your tone is harsh, then the request is really not there, right? Okay, anyways. So lot lakara, which means prarthana or agnya. Now let us look at this short sambhashana that is given. Pita, vatsa atra agaccha. Putraha, kim Geeta pustakam anaya. Astu. Atra upavisha. Prathamam krishnam smara. Prarthanam kuru. Dhyana shlokam patha. Uchchaihi vada. Kam shlokam pathani? Prathamam shlokam patha. Bhavan kripaya etasya artham vivrunotu. Vivrunomi. Shraddhaya shrunu. Atra pashya. Kutra pashyani? Pustakasya ashtamam prishtam vikshasva. Agre kim karavani? Etam shlokam panchavaram patha. Bhavan kripaya pathayatu. Anantaram aham prayatai. Tathaiva kurushva. Arambhavahai. Astu. Okay. So all the letters that are pink in color, okay, are the kriya padani, which are in lot lakara, but some of them are in madhyama purusha, some of them are in uttama purusha, and uttama purusha, and in prathama purusha also. Okay, so let us see. Agaccha. This is in madhyama purusha, ekavachana. Okay, and then so atra agaccha. So the father is calling the son, come here. So this is in madhyama purusha. So whenever I say madhyama purusha, what will be the pronoun that should be used with it? Tvam. In ekavachana, it is tvam. In dvivachana, yuvam. In bahuvachana, yuyam. Whenever madhyama purusha is referred, these are the only pronouns that can be used. Here, tvam is not used, but it is implied. How is it implied? By the kriya padam that is used. Agaccha. Now, say for example, if I say pathami, okay, bhavati kim karoti? Pathami. I can simply say pathami. By simply saying pathami, am I not indicating that it is I who am studying? Aham, I don't have to say aham. Pathami itself has that information embedded in it. If I say pathati, it means some other person. I'm telling about some other person who is reading. Saha patati or sa patati or mitram patati, Ramaha patati, Chhatraha patati. It is indicating that it is somebody else. It does not indicate that I am reading. But when I say pathami, it clearly indicates I'm telling about myself. Similarly, agaccha indicates tvam. It is used in madhyama purusha. So tvam atra agaccha. You come here. Kim? So the son is asking, what? Geetha pustakam anaya. Bring the Geetha pustakam. Astu. Okay. Atra upavisha. Sit here. Prathamam krishnam smara. First, remember or think of Krishna. Prarthanam kuru. Do the prayer. Dhyana shlokam patha. Read the dhyana shloka. Uchchaihi vada. And then speak loudly. Kam shlokam pathani. Here, with the word pathani, what is being implied? Uttama purusha is being implied. So, aham, kam shlokam pathani. Which shlokam should I read? Prathamam shlokam patha. Now, this is again in madhyama purusha. You read the prathamam shlokam. Bhavan kripaya etasya artham vivrunotu. With bhavan and bhavati, I told you before, though it is used in the madhyama purusha sense, bhavan and bhavati, since we are using that with respect, they are considered as prathama purusha only. So we have to use the kriya padani also in prathama purusha. So vivrunotu is in prathama purusha. Okay. Bhavan kripaya etasya artham vivrunotu. Can you please explain the meaning? Vivrunomi. Okay, I shall explain. Shraddhaya shrunu. But you listen to it with shraddha. Atra pashya. Look here. Kutra pashyani? Where should I look? Pustakasya ashtamam prishtam vikshasva. Okay, look at the 8th page of the book. Agre kim karavani? Okay, I am looking. Now after that, what should I do? Etam shlokam panchavaram patha. So he is showing at some shloka. Etam shlokam. Read this shloka for 5 times. Bhavan kripaya pathayatu. Anantaram aham prayatai. You please teach me. And then I will try. Prayatai. I will try. Tathaiva kurushva. We shall do like that. Here we means only the father and son, means dvivachanam. So kurushva. Arambhavahai. Again, Arambhavahai is also in dvivachana because only 2 people are here. Astu. Okay, we will do that and let us start. Arambhavahai means let us start. Okay, so now let us look at the Kriya Padani in Lot Lakara. Okay, now in Lat Lakara we have Pathati, Pathataha, Pathanti. This is in Prathama Purusha. In Lot Lakara it will be Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu. Okay, when I say Saha Pathati, what does it mean? Saha Pathati.
Uttama Purush.
Latlakara.
Latlakara. What does it mean in English if you have to say the meaning of that sentence?
He is reading.
He is far mentioned Saha.
Not about Saha. Don't worry about Saha. Saha Pathati means he reads or he is reading. Okay. Saha Pathatu. Pathatu is a Lot Lakara Kriya Padam. When I say Saha Pathatu, let him read.
Let him read.
Let him read. When I say Saha Pathati, he is reading or he reads. Saha Pathatu, let him read. Now this can be a command or a request. Now say for example, in a house, a boy is sitting and reading a comic. He's not reading some school books, he's reading some story book. Okay. Now somebody, mother or father comes and says, hey, you're reading storybook. Don't read the storybook, go and read your school books. Then the other parent will say, let him read. Do we say that or not? We will say, let him read for some time and then he will read the school books. There we can use this. That is the sandarbha. Okay, Saha Patatu. Let him read. Kinchit Samayam Saha Patatu. Let him read for some time. Anantaram Pathya Pustakam Patati. Later on he will read Pathya Pustakam. We say that, no? Like that. Pathatu. Dvivachane Pathatam. Bahuvachane Pathantu. Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu. Okay, now did you understand the difference between Latlakara and Lotlakara? Vartamana Kala and Agnya or Prarthana. It is also called imperative mood in English. Okay. Now let us look at Madhyama Purusha.
Excuse me, Bhagini. Excuse me, Bhagini. Here, Putraha, third one, but the last. Bhavan Krupaya Patayatu Anantaram Aham Prayatai. Prayatai Atmanepadi.
Yes. Yatate. Yatate is Atmanepadi. The Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam will be Yatai, like Vandai. But Pra is the Upasarga there.
Doubt asti ataha. Kurusva Arabhavahai.
Kurushva. It is Kurushva, not Kurusva. Kurushva. Arambhavahai.
Atnepadi.
Arambhavahai. Arabhate. Yes. Arabhavahai is also in Atmanepadi. Yes. We'll come to that. We'll see the Atmanepadi forms also. Yeah. So
I have doubt that I asked. Dhanyavada.
Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu. So first we are looking at the Parasmaipadi Lotlakara forms. So Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu. Okay. Did you understand how to use these. Saha patatu, let him read. Saha tau patatam, let them both read. Te patantu, let them all read. Okay? In a class, all the students are reading some storybooks. So the teacher walks in. Another teacher also walks in. One of them says, okay, no more storybooks, you read your lessons. Then the other teacher can say, Te patantu, let them read for some time. In that sense, we can use. And then in Madhyama Purusha, Patha, Pathatham, Pathata. The Bahuvachanam is Pathata, the regular ta. It is not Mahapranata. It is Pathata. Patha, Pathatham, Pathata. Okay? And then in Uttama Purusha, Pathani, Pathava, Pathama. In Uttama Purusha. So these are the three forms. So when I say Patha, Tvam Patha, you read. Here we don't have to use let. We use let only for third person, or sometimes in Uttama Purusha also. Let me read. Aham Pathani. When I say Aham Pathani, let me read. Aham Pathami. If I say Aham Pathami, Vartamana Kala, Lat Lakara, I am reading. Aham Pathani, Lot Lakara, let me read. So say for example, we are taking turns reading a story. Each one of us are reading one paragraph. Okay, there are some over-enthusiastic readers. They don't want to give others chance. They are only reading again and again. So the person who is not getting a chance will say, Aham Pathani. Kripaya Aham Pathani. Please let me read. Okay? In that sense, you can say that. Here also, like some of our participants are very enthusiastic. They will be answering the questions all the time. And then some of them are very quiet. So the people who are very quiet, who want to answer sometimes, you can say, Aham Vadani. Let me also tell. Okay? You can use that. Like that. So that is in Uttama Purusha. In Madhyama Purusha, Tvam Patha. You read. Okay? If you want to say it as a request, you may read. You can say it like that. Okay? If you want to make it like a request, you may read. In that sense also we can say. So let us look at page number 50. We have studied the Sambhashana. Coming to the bottom of the page, Bhavan Pashyatu, Bhavantau Pashyatam, Bhavantaha Pashyantu. So with Bhavan and Bhavati, I told, though they are used as Madhyama Purusha, they are treated as Prathama Purusha. So the Kriya Padani also we use only Prathama Purusha Kriya Padani. So Bhavan Pashyatu means you may see. Okay? Bhavantau Pashyatam, you both can see. Bhavantaha Pashyantu, you all can see. Bhavan Agachatu, Bhavantau Agachatam, Bhavantaha Agachantu, Bhavan Swikarotu, Bhavantau Swikurutam, Bhavantaha Swikurvantu, Bhavati Pathatu, Bhavatyau Pathatam, Bhavatyaha Pathantu. Here Bhavati is used. The first three sentences we had Bhavan. Here we have Bhavati. Bhavati Upavishatu, Bhavatyau Upavishyatam, Bhavatyaha Upavishantu. Tvam Likha. Now Madhyama Purusha. Tvam Likha. Yuvam Likhatam. Yuyam Likhata. Tvam Vada. Yuvam Vadatam. Yuyam Vadata. Tvam Naya. Yuvam Nayatam. Yuyam Nayata. Okay? That is all the Prathama Purusha and Madhyama Purusha Kriya Padani. Now let us look at the Abhyasa. In the table, in this Abhyasa, we have a table. Bhavan Bhavati, Suchayati, Gayati, Preshayati, Chalati, Tyajati, Milati, Sancharati, Tishtati, Pradarshayati, Janati, Dandayati, Prakshalayati. Now here we have to make sentences with each of these Bhavan and Bhavati and the Kriya Padani. Bhavan Suchayatu in Lot Lakara. The Kriya Padani that are given are in Lat Lakara. we have to write them, write the lot lakara forms. So bhavan suchayatu, bhavati gayatu. The next one, tell bhavan.
Tyajatu.
We have preshayati, no?
Preshayatu.
Bhavan preshayatu, bhavati
Chalatu.
chalatu. Then bhavan
Tyajatu.
tyajatu, bhavati
Ti milatu.
bhavan
Sancharatu.
sancharatu, bhavati
Tishtatu.
tatu, bhavan
Pradarshayatu.
bhavati
Janatu.
bhavan
Dandayatu.
bhavati.
Prakshalayatu.
So when you say bhavan suchayatu, you may indicate. Suchayati means to indicate, right? You can indicate, you may indicate. Or if you want to make it an order, you indicate, you tell, you tell what to do. Okay, you give the directions. Bhavan suchayatu. Bhavan suchayatu. You can indicate like that. In the tone only we can change whether we want to sound it like a request or a order. Okay. So bhavati gayatu. You can sing. You sing. Okay, like that. Bhavan preshayatu. You send. Bhavati chalatu. You go. You may go. Also we can say may with prathama purusha we can use this may word. Okay, may you go. You may go. You go. Also you can say, because for bhavan and bhavati that madhyama purusha sense is also there. So when you translate it into English, that you go meaning can also be taken. May you go or you go, like that. In the second exercise, we have two lists of words: sanmargam, sahayogam, prakritim, samskritam, dhyeyam, bharatam. In the second column, we have jayatu, pashyatu, smaratu, anusaratu, dadatu, lasatu. Okay. Sanmargam. Now we have to match. Sanmargam anusaratu means follow the good path. Okay. Sahayogam
Dadatu.
Sahayogam dadatu. Prakritim
Pasyatu.
samskritam lasatu. Dhyeyam
Smaratu.
Dhyeyam smaratu, bharatam jayatu. Means
Jayatu.
let bharatam win. Dhyeyam smaratu. May you remember your goal. Okay. Samskritam lasatu. Lasatu means how do you say that? Arise or shine or prosper in that sense. So may Samskritam prosper like that. May it be always there, shining. And then prakritim
Pasyatu.
May you see the prakriti. Sahayogam dadatu means may you give your company. Can we say that? Sahayogam here, if it can it be taken in that sense? And then sanmargam anusaratu, follow the good path. Okay. Sahayogam means you are giving good company to others. In that sense, we can say in this context. Okay. Okay. Moving on to the next exercise. We have some words in the box. Shrunotu, bhavatu, sampadayatu, karotu, nirmatu, tyajatu, prapnotu, sadhayatu, srijatu, pradarshayatu. Bhavan and bhavati are there. Now we have to find the appropriate kriya padam. Bhavan parishramam
Karotu.
Bhavan jagarukaha
Bhavatu.
Bhavatu. Arise. Jagarukah bhavatu means you be awake or arise. Bhavan pravachanam
Shrunotu.
shrunotu. Pravachanam means good words. Shrunotu.
Good word.
Bhavan vijayam
Yam prapnotu.
prapnotu. May you obtain success. Bhavan shaktim
Sampadayatu.
obtain or earn your strength. Bhavan durgunam
Tyajatu.
yatu. Bhavan lakshyam
Sadhyatu.
sadhayatu.
Sadhayatu.
Sadhayatu. Means may you sadhayatu. How do you say sadhayatu in English? May you achieve. Correct. Very good. May you achieve your goal. Bhavan parakramam
Pradarshayatu.
pradarshayatu. Uttamam. Exhibit your parakramam. Bhavan chitram
Nirmatu.
nirmatu means you draw or make your chitram. Bhavan nutanam
Srujatu.
srujatu means create something new. Okay, don't copy but create something new. You can repeat all these sentences with bhavati also. Bhavati parishramam karotu, bhavati jagarukah bhavatu, bhavati pravachanam shrunotu, and so on. You can repeat the same. Okay, so moving on to the next page, 52. We have here the same, whatever we have studied so far, it is given in the form of a table. Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. So the pronouns that the Sarvanama Shabdaha that can be used are in Prathama Purusha, Bhavan or Saha. And not only Bhavan and Saha, there are of course more, but here only for example's sake, only these two are given. You can use Bhavati, Saha, Sa, Eshaha, Esha, Tat, Etat, Ramaha, Sita, Mitram, anything basically in Prathama Purusha. But in Madhyama Purusha, there is only one pronoun, Tvam, in Ekavachanam. In Uttama Purusha, only Aham. Okay? And the Kriya Padani are Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu, Patha, Pathatam, Pathata, Pathani, Pathava, Pathama. Okay? So Aham Pathani, Avam Pathava, Vayam Pathama, Tvam Patha, Yuvam Pathatam, Yuyam Pathata, Saha Pathatu, Tau Pathatam, Te Pathantu. Okay? So that is the Lotlakara table. In Latlakara we had Pathati, Pathataha, Pathanti, Pathasi, Pathathaha, Pathatha, Pathami, Pathavaha, Pathamaha. There Visarga is there. Here we don't have Visarga. Remember that. Okay? Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu, Patha, Pathatam, Pathata, Pathani, Pathava, Patham. So like this, now we have to do for more practice with other Kriya Padams. The fourth exercise, Bhavan or Saha in Ekavachanam, Bhavantau or Tau in Dvivachanam, Bhavantaha and Te in Bahuvachanam. Bhavan Kridati. Bhavan Kridatu. Bhavan Kridati, you are playing. Bhavan Kridatu, may you play. You can also play. Okay? Bhavan Namati. You are saluting. Bhavan Namatu. May you salute. You can salute. Like that. Bhavan Rakshati. Bhavan Rakshatu. Bhavan Bhramati. Bhavan Bhramatu. Similarly, you can repeat with Saha. Saha Kridati. Saha Kridatu. He is playing. He can play. May he play. He may play. Not may he play. He may play. Saha Namati. Saha Namatu. Saha Rakshati. Saha Rakshatu. Saha Bhramati. Saha Bhramatu. In Dvivachanam, Bhavantau Kridataha. You both are playing. Bhavantau Kridatam. May you both play. Means we are like giving some permission. Bhavantau Namataha. You both are saluting. Bhavantau Namatam. May you both salute. Bhavantau Rakshataha. You both are protecting. Bhavantau Rakshatam. May you both protect. You both protect. Okay, you can use may or even without may. That will make a difference between request and order. Bhavantau bhramatah, bhavantau bhramatam, bhavantah kridanti. You all are playing. Bhavantah kridantu. May you all play. You can all play. Te namanti. They all are saluting. Te namantu. They all can salute. Okay, now they all can go and salute to the god. They can offer their namaskarams to the god. Te rakshanti. They all are protecting. Te rakshantu. They can all protect. Okay, you are giving them permission to go and do their duty of protecting others. Te bhramanti. Te bhramantu. And then with tvam. Tvam smarasi. In latlakara means you are remembering. Tvam smara. You remember. You recollect. Tvam smara. Tvam tyajasi. You are rejecting. Tvam tyaja. You reject. Okay, you are giving an order. Tvam sprishasi. Sprishasi is to feel. Tvam sprisha. Tvam kujasi. Tvam kuja. Yuvam smaratha. Smarasi, smaratha, smaratha. Smara, smaratam, smarata. Okay, it is basically in all the three vachanas. Tyajasi, tyajatha, tyajatha. Tyaja, tyajatam, tyajata. Sprishasi, sprishatha, sprishatha. Sprisha, sprishatam, sprishata. Kujasi, kujatha, kujatha. Kuja, kujatam, kujata. Okay. Then we have Uttama Purusha. Aham hasami. I am laughing. Aham hasani. I may laugh, or I can laugh, or let me laugh. Okay. Aham pachami. So pacha hasami, hasavaha, hasamaha. Hasani, hasava, hasama. Pachami, pachavaha, pachamaha. Pachani, pachava, pachama. Tarami, taravaha, taramaha. Tarani, tarava, tarama. Tarati. This is for tarati, tarami. Okay, means to swim. Bhavami, bhavavaha, bhavamaha. Bhavani, bhavava, bhavama. Means let me be. Okay. Let me become. In that sense, it is used. Bhavami. Bhavati means to be there. In Uttama Purusha, it becomes bhavami. Let me be. In that sense. The fifth exercise. पूर्वतन कोष्टकात् क्रियापदानि चित्वा विंशतिः वाक्यानि रचयत. So basically, whatever we did orally, you are supposed to write there. Okay. Tvam vada. But the kriyapadani that are given are different. Vada is not given in the previous page, but the exercise is the same. So tvam vada, yuvam vadatam, yuyam vadata. Right? And what other kriya padani can we take? Here vada is given. You can take any other kriya padani, not only that are given here. You can take from previous latlakara exercise. Go back to the latlakara exercise, and then let me see on which page number we have that. We have it on page number 36. So pick some latlakara kriyapadani from there and try to put them in lotlakara. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So you pick kriya padani from the latlakara exercise and try to put them in lotlakara. Okay. That I am leaving it as an exercise. And then we have here some more kriya padani in lotlakara. These are all in atmanepadi. Now until now we did parasmaipadi. Now let us see how the Atmanepadi Lotlakara will be. How is Atmanepadi Latlakara? Vandate, Vandete, Vandante. Vandase, Vandate. Vande, Vandavahe, Vandamahe. That is Latlakara Atmanepadi. Now Lotlakara Atmanepadi. Okay. Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam. Vandathaha, Vandetham, Vandadvam. Vandai, Vandavahai, Vandamahai. Right? Am I correct?
Vandasva, madam.
Vandasva. Sorry. Vandasva, Vandetham, Vandatham. So, Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam. Vandasva, Vandetam.
Vandetham,
Vandai, Vandavahai, Vandamahai.
Vandamahai.
That is for the Lotlakara in Atmanepadi. Okay. Here we have other Kriya Padams. Lokatam, Loketam, Lokantam. Modatam, Modetam, Modantam. Kamayatam, Kamayetam, Kamayantam. Yatatam, Yatetam, Yatantam. Vikshasva, this is in Madhyama Purusha. Until now we saw Prathama Purusha. Vikshasva, this is for Madhyama Purusha. Vikshasva, Vikshetam, Vikshadvam. Bhashasva, Bhashetham, Bhashadvam. Krinishva, Krinatham, Krinidvam. Bhunkshva, Bhunjatham, Bhunjadvam. Bhungdvam. Karavai, Karavavahai, Karavamahai. Sevai, Sevavahai, Sevamahai. The last two are in Uttama Purusha. Okay. So the Krinishva is actually for Krinite. The Latlakara Rupam is Krinite. It is in Atmanepadi form. And then that is, we can say that it is a Vishesha Kriyapadam. Okay? Krinite. Because it has E Kara before Te instead of Hrasva Akara. So it is Vishesha Kriyapadam. Similarly, Bhukshva is also a Vishesha Kriyapadam. Karabai is for Kurute. It is the Atmanepadi form of Karoti, Kurute. For that, the Uttama Purusha form will be Karabai. Kurute. So since we have Ukara before the Te, it is also considered as Vishesha Kriyapadam. So the forms will be a little different. Sevai, Sevavahai, Sevamai. This is a regular Atmanepadi. Now we have again an exercise. Vandate, Vandatam, Vandantam. So for Vandate, which is in Latlakara, what will be the Lotlakara forms? Vandatam, Vandantam. Only the Ekavachana and Bahuvachana are given here. Vandasva, Vandadham in Madhyama Purusha. Vandai, Vandamahai in Uttama Purusha. So in all the three Purushas, only the Ekavachanam and Bahuvachanam are given here. Vandatam, Vandantam. In Lotlakara, Ekavachana and Bahuvachana. In Prathama Purusha. In Madhyama Purusha, Vandasva, Vandadvam. In Uttama Purusha, Vandai, Vandavahi. Similarly for Sahate. Sahatam, Sahantam. Sahasva, Sahadvam. Sahai, Sahamahai. For Sanjate. Sorry, Sajjate. Sajjate is to be ready. Okay? Aham Sajjami means I am ready to go or to attend the class or to join for whatever it is. Sajjate. Sajjatam, Sajjantam. Sajjasva, Sajjadvam. Sajjai, Sajjamahai. Okay? Labhate. Labhatam, Labhantam. Labhasva, Labhadvam. Labhai, Labhamahai. Ramate. Ramate is to enjoy, to be beautiful, to be pleased. However, you can take depending on the context. Ramatam, Ramantam. Ramasva, Ramadvam. Ramai, Ramamahai. Vepate. Vepatam, Vepantam. Vepasva, Vepadvam. Vepai, Vepamahai. Lajjate. Lajjatam, Lajjantam. Lajjasva, Lajjadvam. Lajjai, Lajjamahai. Ikshate. Ikshatam, Ikshantam. Ikshasva, Ikshadvam. Ikshai, Ikshamahai. Yudhyate. Yudhyatam, Yudhyantam. Yudhasva, Yudhyasva, Yudhyadvam. Yudhyai, Yudhyamahai. Okay, Yudhyamahai. And then we have Cheshtate. Cheshtatam, Cheshtantam. Cheshtasva, Cheshtadvam. Cheshtai, Cheshtamahai. Uhate. Uhatam, Uhantam. Uhasva, Uhadvam. Uhai, Uhamahai. Khidyate, Khidyatam, Khidyantam. Khidyasva, Khidyadvam. Khidyai, Khidyamahai. Like that you can write. And then in the seventh exercise, we have Nirikshate, Kshamate, Yudhyate, Shete, Kurute, Sahate, Khidyate, Yungte, Bhunkte, Labhate, Modate, Bhashate, Sevate, Brute, and Datte. We have to use pronouns and write. So, Bhavan Nirikshatam, Tvam Nirikshasva, Aham Nirikshai. So, in Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, and Uttama Purusha, just the Ekavachana forms he has written. Okay? Like that, you write for all the Kriya Padani. One he gave for Nirikshate. For Kshamate, how will it be? Bhavan Kshamatam. The words that are given in the box are in Lat Lakara. The sentences that you need to write should be in Lot Lakara. So, Bhavan Kshamatam. Tvam Kshamasva. Aham Kshamai. Okay? For Yudhyate. Bhavan Yudhyatam. Tvam Yudhyasva. Aham Yudhyai. Shete. For Shete, it will be different because it is a Vishesha Kriya Padam. It will not.
Shetam. Shetam. Is it Shetam?
Let me also check. I don't remember by heart.
Bhavan. Shetam.
I have written them somewhere. So today this site is for some reason not working.
Oh, I'll take a cut.
Okay, so I will check on that and share that with you. It is not working, that site, but Shete will be a little different. I have written somewhere. I just am not able to locate it right now. Okay, and then Kurute. Kurute also will be a little
Shetam only, Bhagini.
Shetam.
Shetam, Sheyatam, sorry, Shetam, Shayatam, Sheratam.
Sheratam. Rakara is there.
Sheratam. Bahuvachana.
Okay. Okay. I will anyhow check and share that with you. For Kurute, it is Kurutam, right?
Kurute I didn't see. Shete I saw.
It will be Kurutam, the Ekavachana, and the Madhyama Purusha will be Kurushva, and maybe Uttama Purusha will be Karavai. Karavai. It will be Karavai. Anyhow, with the Vishesha Kriya Padani, let me double check on that. I don't want to say something wrong and confuse you. The Vishesha Kriya Padani, I will share all the forms with you. Okay. But for the regular ones, the pattern that we have been discussing, you can use that. With Vishesha Kriya Padams, each one is different. There is no pattern there. So, and since we don't use them very often, let me double check before saying something. So for each of those, you write the Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, and Uttama Purusha in Ekavachana. If you write in other vachanas also, it is fine. But in the exercise, at least these are what are asked. Now, in the 8th question, we have Kriya Padani. We have to identify which Sarvanama Shabda goes with it. Now, Bhanjayata. What will go with Bhanjayata based on the form? Correct. Uyam. Why? Because in the Parasmaipadi form, we have Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu, Patha, Pathatam, Pathata, the regular Sakara, right? So this is also like that. Bhanjayata. So this is Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachanam. We can identify it like that. So Uyam Bhanjayata. The second one, Luntatu, Luntantu, Luntantu. This is Prathama Purusha Bahuvachana form. So Te. You can put Te or Ta or Tani. You can use any Bahuvachana form of any of the pranams. Bhavantaha, Bhavatyaha, anything we can use. Luntatu means to steal. Okay. Another meaning is to fight also, but steal also is there. Tadayani, the third one, Tadayani.
Aham Tadayani.
Patani, it is like Patani. So Aham, Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. Aspotayava.
Avam.
Avam, it is Uttama Purusha Dvivachanam. So Aspotayava is Avam Aspotayava. Kuttayatam.
Yuvam.
Yuvam. It is Madhyama Purusha Dvivachanam. Oh, somebody was asking for Aspotayava, the meaning. Spotayati means to burst open, right? We have a prefix here. Prefix is there. It doesn't change the meaning. It is still to burst open. Aspotayava. And then Kuttayatam. Kuttayatam is Madhyama Purusha. Madhyama Purusha Dvivachanam. So Yuvam Kuttayatam is to cut. Praspotayata. Yuyam Praspotayata. This is Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachanam. Again, Spotayati is to burst open. Praspotanam means like becoming very clear. When something bursts open, what happens? It becomes very clear, right? There is a term called spota, and there is a theory behind it also in linguistics. Okay, so how they look at it is the meaning that becomes clear to you. When you are listening to a sentence, sometimes the meaning may not be 100% clear. But as you are thinking, at some point, everything comes together, and then that meaning becomes clear to you. That is called spota. That instance when things connect and suddenly it becomes clear in your mind. That is called spota. So spota means burst open. Burst open not only like in physical sense, but something happening in your mind also. Like you are doing these word puzzles, right? There you have some letters, and then that cross and everything you are seeing, it is not coming together. But suddenly that word will occur to you. Oh, this is it. That moment when that becomes clear to you is spota. Before that, you were struggling a lot. You had no clue. But all of a sudden, in that one split second, things have become clear. So that connections happened in your brain. That is spota. It can happen at word level. It can happen at sentence level. It can happen at paragraph level or in a bigger levels also. So spota is, sometimes you read a passage, a whole passage. You will understand some of it, but you take time to understand the whole, what the author is trying to convey by the whole thing, right? Like that story that Vishwanath Rao Garu sent. So as we are reading, initially you will be wondering what is going on here. But at the end, then suddenly that whole thing comes together and, oh, this is what the author is trying to tell us with this story. So that instance when you are able to realize that is spota. Okay. So spota is to burst open. And burst open is not only physically, it can happen in contextually, you can take different meanings for it. Okay. Prakshipatu. Which pronoun will go here?
Prakshipatu.
Huh?
Bhavan.
Bhavan prakshipatu. Saha prakshipatu. Anything, any prathama purusha ekavachana form you can use. Vimardayata. Madhyama purusha bahuvachanam. Madhyama purusha bahuvachanam, so yuyam. Mardayata means to rub, to crush. Okay, mardanam. Okay, crushing, rubbing, in all such things you can take. Yeah. And then vidarayama.
Vayam.
Uttama purusha bahuvachanam. So darayama is to tear. Vidarayama, it's only a prefix. I am assuming there is no much change in the meaning because of that prefix. And then vimunchava. Madhyama purusha, uttama purusha, dvivachanam. Uttama purusha, dvivachanam. So avam vimunchava. Vimunchava, munchati is to free. Like when somebody is tied, and if you remove the ties and let it go, munchati, you freed it. Okay. Of course, I'm telling in physical level. You can apply this in other levels also. Maraya. Which pronoun? Tvam. Madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Tvam maraya. You kill. Chindhi. This also is in Madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Tvam chindhi. Chindhi is to cut. Okay. Bhindhi also is to cut. That also is Madhyama purusha ekavachanam. That also is in that also means to cut or to break or to divide. In such sense it is used. Nantu.
Bahuvachanam.
Prathama purusha bahuvachanam. This is of the Han dhatu. Earlier we saw Hanti, right? That is Prathama purusha ekavachana. This is bahuvachana will become Gnantu. Okay. Bhavan Gnantu. Sorry, Bhavanna. Gnantu is bahuvachana. So it will be Te Gnantu. Te Gnantu. And then Pratadayama. Uttama purusha bahuvachanam. So vayam. Tadayati means to hit, to kottadam, like hitting or striking. Sarpa. Madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Tvam sarpa. Sarpa is a kind of movement, like the to go. Okay, sarpati means to go. But it is not regular going. It is used in a different sense. But it is to go. Sammukhi karavama. Karavama.
Uttama
purusha bahuvachanam. Bahuvachanam. Karavama.
Karavama.
So vayam karavama. Sammukhi karavama. Sammukhi karavama means karavama is karoti. Karoti becomes karavama in Uttama purusha bahuvachanam. Sammukhi karavama means we are facing them. Face to face. We are facing somebody. Okay. Prahara. Madhyama purusha. Madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Tvam prahara. Khandayantu.
Te kandayantu.
Prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Khandayati means to cut into pieces. Dandaya. Tvam dandaya. Dandaya is to punish. Prahara is to strike. Okay. Moving on to page number 55. We have for Atmanepadi. We have seen the Atmanepadi exercises. Now the table is given. Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam, Vandaswa, Vandetam, Vandadvam, Vandai, Vandavahai, Vandamahai. Okay, and the pronouns that go with each of these are given. In Prathama Purusha, Bhavan and Saha are given. Madhyama and Uttama, there is no choice. Tvam and Aham respectively. And then we have some Kriya Padams here. Shobhate. So the Atmanepadi form, the Lotlakara forms will be Shobhatam, Shobhetam, Shobhantam, Shobhasva, Shobhetam, Shobhadvam, Shobhai, Shobhavahai, Shobhamahai. Sorry. Shobhe, Shobhavahe, Shobhamahi, right? No. I said correctly only. Shobhai,
Shobhavahi, Shobhamahi.
Here only the Prathama Purusha you are asked to write. But simply practice the Madhyama and Uttama Purusha also. Ramate. Ramatam, Rametam, Ramantam, Ramasva, Rametam, Ramadhvam, Ramai, Ramavahai, Ramamahai. Ayate. Ayate, Ayatam, Ayetam, Ayantam, Ayasva, Ayetham, Ayadhvam, Ayai, Ayavahai, Ayamahai. Ayate means to go, like prayanam. Okay. Smayate. Smayate is to smile. Smayatam, Smayetam, Smayantam. Smayasva, Smayetham, Smayadhvam. Smayai, Smayavahai, Smayamahai. Okay. Then we have Madhyama Purusha Kriya Padani. Dyotase will become Dyotasva, Dyotetham, Dyotadhvam. What will be the Prathama Purusha form of this? Dyotatam, Dyotetam, Dyotantam. The Uttama Purusha form? Dyotai, Dyotavahai, Dyotamahai. Sahase. Sahatam, Sahetam, Sahantam. Sahasva, Sahetam, Sahadhvam. Sahai, Sahavahai, Sahamahai. Lajjase. Lajjatam, Lajjetam, Lajjantam. Lajjasva, Lajjetam, Lajjadhvam. Lajjai, Lajjavahai, Lajjamahai. Lajjate means to feel shy. Sahase is to bear. Dyotate is to glow. Sajjase, I told this already, to be ready. Sajjate means to be ready. Sajjatam, Sajjetam, Sajjantam. Sajjasva, Sajjetam, Sajjadhvam. Sajjai, Sajjavahai, Sajjamahai. Varte. Vartatam, Vartetam, Vartantam. Vartasva, Vartetham, Vartadhvam. Vartai, Vartavahai, Vartamahai. Vidye. Vidyatam, Vidyetam, Vidyantam. Vidyasva, Vidyetham, Vidyadhvam. Vidyai, Vidyavahai, Vidyamahai. Khidye. Khidyatam, Khidyetam, Khidyantam. Khidyasva, Khidyetam, Khidyadhvam. Khidyai, Khidyavahai, Khidyamahai. Svidye. Svidyatam, Svidyetam, Svidyantam. Svidyasva, Svidyetham, Svidyadhvam. Svidyai, Svidyavahai, Svidyamahai. Okay. Okay. So we'll stop here. We'll do the next one in the next class. Page 56 we'll do in the next class. Okay. So this week you have Lot Lakara to practice both Atmanepadi and Parasmaipadi forms. Okay. In Parasmaipadi, Pathatu, Pathatam, Pathantu, Patha, Pathata, Pathatam, Pathata, Pathani, Pathava, Patham. In Atmanepadi, Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam, Vandasva, Vandetham, Vandadhvam, Vandai, Vandavahai, Vandamahai. These two tables, if you know, for any other dhatu, we can follow this table and write. For the special Kriya Padani, I will send you. I said the same even with even in last week for some Kriya Padani, which I was not able to send. I will send those and these together. For the Kriya, for the Vishesha Kriya Padani, the forms in Latlakara and Lotlakara. Okay, I will try and send that to you before next week, before the next class. Okay, so we shall stop here. Any questions so far?
जी गत सप्ताहे भवती उक्तवती किल एतत् पुच्छे गृहीत्वा एतं वानरं
yes. Thank you very much for reminding that. So last week, Neelima Bhagini had a question. Her question was, here in the story that we studied, Bhratru Melanam, we had a question in the second page of that story, in the last but one paragraph, Bhimasenaha Pucche Grihitva Etam Vanaram Yamasadanam Preshayami iti Manasa Chintayati. So, say for example, look at a sentence like this. Aham Pustakam Sthapayami. What does it mean? I kept the book. Okay. Aham Pustakam Grihe Sthapayami. What does it mean? I kept the book in the house. Okay. So here the object, the karma padam is still pustakam only. The kriya padam is sthapayami. But where did I put in the house? So grihe becomes the location here. Okay. Now here similarly, Vanaram Yamasadanam Preshayami. Vanaram Yamasadanam Preshayami. I will send the Vanara to Yamasadana. So Vanara is the karma padam. Vanaram, karma padam. Preshayami. Aham Vanaram Preshayami. Here aham is not given, but it is understood. Aham Vanaram Preshayami. So I will send the Vanara. Where will I send? Yamasadanam. Okay. Yamasadanam Preshayami. But how am I going to send? By holding him at the tail. So here, only how or where it is being held, only that location is Pucche. Pucche Grihitva. Grihitva. Vanaram Grihitva. Vanaram Kutra Grihitva. Pucche Grihitva. Okay. Vanaram Pucche Grihitva Yamasadanam Preshayami. So here, for Grihitva, the karma padam is still Vanaram only. But the location of where it is holding is Puccha. So that is why that is in Saptami Vibhakti. Okay.
తోక దగ్గర పట్టుకుని అట్లా అంటారు.
So where you are holding, for each Kriya Padam, location can be there. Karma Padam will be there. Location also will be there. Some other things also can be there. Other Karaka relations also can be there. Here the locative case is Puccha. So holding him by the tail, I will send him to Yamasadana. So Preshayami here is Dvikarmaka Kriya Padam. Why it has two Kriya Padams, two Karma Padams, Vanaram and Yamasadanam. So Preshayami will become a Dvikarmaka Kriya Padam. Means it has two Karma Padams. One is Vanaram Preshayami. I will send the Vanara. So Vanara is the Karma Padam of Preshayami. What am I sending? Monkey. Vanaram. Where am I sending? Yamasadanam. Yamasadanam is also Karma Padam. Like Griham Gachami. For Gachami, Griham is Karma Padam. Yamasadanam Preshayami. Like that. That is a different aspect. It is not linked to Pucche. But since that context came, I simply told that. So here Pucche is the locative case, not the Karma Padam. It is not Karma Padam which is in Saptami Vibhakti. It is locative. It is only indicating the location where the Vanaram is being held. That is being told by Pucche. Vanaram Pucche Hitva Yamasadanam Preshayami. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. If not, then Shanti Mantram. I think today somebody, Anu is supposed to tell the Shanti Mantram. Anu is
Yes,
here?
Hariya. Yes, I'm very much here.
Okay. Thank you.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. You said it very beautifully. Thank you so much. So next week, who will it be? As per alphabetical order, Bhavana Bhagini, would you like to say? The Shanti Mantram next week?
Okay. Okay. आप आए थे अभी?
Okay. So thank you all very much. Punaha Agami Somavasare Melishyamah.
धन्यवादः भगिनी.